This is OwlUp, where learning happens in minutes, not hours. For a deeper journey, explore all our courses at owlup.co. Now, let's dive in. Chapter 1 of Home Automation 101, Make Your Home Smart. Introduction to Smart Homes, Ecosystems Explained. In this chapter, you'll learn identify different smart home ecosystems and their features. Let's dive in. Right now, your light bulbs, speakers, and thermostat might each be smart, but completely unable to understand one another. In this episode, we'll explore why your home feels more like a tech talent show than a team, and what actually makes all those gadgets play nicely together. About 300+ products already speak the new smart home language called Matter, but they still think in different accents depending on which ecosystem runs your home. That ecosystem is the app and brain you commit to: Apple HomeKit, Google Home, Amazon Alexa, or the ultra-customizable world of Home Assistant. Each one makes distinct promises about privacy, convenience, and control, and those choices will quietly shape how you live with technology every day. In this episode, we'll unpack what those ecosystems actually do beyond just toggling gadgets on and off. We'll look at how many devices they support, what happens when the internet drops, and who gets to see your data. Most importantly, we'll connect this to the future, how standards like Matter can protect you from buying into a dead end, and how to pick an ecosystem that still leaves room to change your mind later. Each ecosystem also nudges you toward a certain lifestyle. Apple leans into a quiet luxury vibe, fewer device types, but polished experiences that mostly stay within Apple's walled garden. Google emphasizes assistance and context, tying your calendar, maps, and TV into one brain that anticipates needs. Amazon focuses on sheer reach, budget devices, countless integrations, and voice control everywhere. Home Assistant, by contrast, attracts tinkerers who'd rather wire their own stage lighting than rely on presets. None is objectively best. Each rewards a different kind of homeowner and tolerance for complexity. Apple's ecosystem starts with a hard line. If a device doesn't meet its security and reliability rules, it simply can't join. That's why HomeKit gear often costs more and why you'll see fewer obscure brands. In return, you get predictability. Automations tend to run locally on a HomePod, Apple TV, or iPad at home, and features like HomeKit Secure Video lean on the neural engine in your iPhone or Hub to spot people or packages without shipping raw footage to the cloud. Google approaches things from the data side. When you link a Nest thermostat, camera, or speaker, you're plugging into the same account that already powers Gmail, Maps, and YouTube. That's how a Nest Hub can surface a commute alert while you're turning off lights. Many Google routines depend on cloud intelligence. Great when you're online, but it means some smarts vanish if your connection does. On the upside, Google now exposes more of its devices to Matter, so other controllers can tap into that intelligence without you fully moving in to Google Home. Amazon, meanwhile, behaves like a giant integration marketplace. Alexa can talk to an enormous variety of devices and services, from robotic vacuums to irrigation timers, plus those 140,000+ cloud skills. The catch? A lot of that power lives in the cloud. Basic commands over Matter or certain local connections can keep working in an outage, but many skills and routines will stall. If you like trying new gadgets and niche services, though, Alexa's catalog is hard to beat. Home Assistant flips the script. Instead of one corporation curating partners, thousands of contributors build and maintain integrations. That's how it ends up controlling niche relays, DIY sensors, and older, abandoned products the big players no longer prioritize. You can even mix multiple ecosystems, link your HomeKit, Alexa, and Google accounts, and orchestrate them from one dashboard. The trade-off is setup effort. It's easier than it used to be, but still closer to assembling a custom PC than buying a console. Your challenge this week: open the apps for the ecosystems you already use and list every device that continues to respond when you temporarily disconnect your internet, but keep your Wi-Fi on. You'll quickly see which parts of your smart home actually live at home and which only wake up when distant servers do. Think of each ecosystem's personality as showing up most clearly when something goes slightly wrong. A motion sensor fails, a routine doesn't fire, or your router reboots. Apple is like a cautious coach who benches any player with the slightest injury, prioritizing a clean, predictable game over risky plays. Google behaves more like a strategist watching game film in real time, constantly adjusting tactics based on everything it knows about your household's patterns. Amazon feels closer to a general manager signing as many players as possible, then relying on cloud scouting reports to decide who's on the field. Home Assistant is the local club where you can redraw the playbook yourself, swapping roles, mixing teams, and even resurrecting retired gear. These differences matter when you outgrow your starter setup, expanding from a studio to a house, adding a rental unit, or caring for aging parents all stress test whether your chosen ecosystem bends or breaks under real-world complexity. Matter's next wave pushes your home from reacting to you toward cooperating with the outside world. Think rush hour energy prices, surprise heat waves, or a storm warning quietly reshaping how your lights, EV charger, and dryer behave. Voice assistants shifting more brains into your living room rather than distant data centers could mean faster, more private responses. And as open platforms scale up, cities or landlords might standardize on them like they once did on building codes. As these ecosystems mature, you'll make fewer tech decisions and more lifestyle ones. Do you want a home that nudges you like a fitness coach, quietly resets like a stagehand between scenes, or hands you the mixing board like a DJ? The real opportunity is to treat your setup as a living draft, tuned, remixed, and rescored as your life changes. Before next week, ask yourself, 1. If I committed to one main ecosystem, Alexa, Google Home, Apple Home, or Home Assistant today, which one actually fits my phone, current devices, and privacy comfort level, and what's one device I already own that I could connect to it tonight? 2. Looking around my home, which nagging routine, like forgetting lights, managing heating, or checking if the door's locked, would benefit most from a simple automation, and what's the exact first automation I'd set up to solve it? 3. Am I okay being locked into one brand's ecosystem for a few years, or do I value flexibility more? And how does that change whether I should prioritize Matter-compatible devices when I browse smart plugs, bulbs, or sensors this week? This was OwlUp, your daily step forward. To keep learning with structured courses and more insights, go to owlup.co. Until tomorrow!